The weekends of June, I began to record her. Only the conversation she agreed to. The recorder on the kitchen table while she peeled mangoes. She spoke as she always spoke, not specifically to be recorded. 3 hours and 12 minutes, the second Saturday. Born in 1954, fifth of 7 children. Mother a weaver, father a butcher. At 4 years old, she went with her mother to the market. She had several voices I had not noticed in person. The funeral chant tonality, lower, slower, more precise. The cooking tonality, lighter, faster, more familiar. A person is always several persons. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. Sebastian said it on a Thursday afternoon, with a hard drive of his pastel grandmother on the table. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. The school had forbidden the language. The teacher had hit fingers with a ruler. Some students had forgotten the language by hiding it. Others had kept it ashamedly, like a secret between them. She had kept it fully. She did not know why. Perhaps because her mother sang in it while weaving. Perhaps because her own grandmother had spoken to her only in it. Perhaps because she had a hard head. 16 medicinal plants in her grandmother's garden. 9 of them with no published Spanish name. Knowledge that existed only in her mouth and in a few dozen other elders. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. Sebastian said it on a Thursday afternoon, with a hard drive of his pastel grandmother on the table. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. The funeral chants lasted 9 nights. Each culture has its numbers for grief, she said. Each number is a different way of saying the dead need time, and the living also. There are things you record. There are things you do not. The songs that accompany the Wednesday evening cooking. In the kitchen of a woman not singing for an audience. That one does not record. That is lived. That is forgotten. It is made to be forgotten. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. A group of European researchers wants my own words. The teacher's article has crossed borders. I now have a written voice, not perfect, recognizable. Patterns are harder. Patterns are harder to reject than cases. The grandmother said, there is always a conference at the end. When it happens, tell me, to know which night to sleep badly. 2 hard drives side by side on the table. 2 grandmothers speaking softly in the dark, on the sole condition that someone end up listening. We had promised it was a pact we had not formulated, but we kept it. Rubric 5, vocal gender, male, Latin American, Anglophone, tenor, lyric, leisure, 15 years old, B2 to A4, adolescent.